we've got big fun waiting to be unleashed. We'll be posing some of life's most important questions. Your answers will be paired off in a no-holds-barred tournament. And your votes will determine which answers advance in the bracket. As we whittle down to our championship winner, this is bracketeering! I'm sending the topic of our first bracketeer devices now. Freakiest thing to find under your bed. This spooky question is exactly why I've started sleeping in my car. Type in the best answer you can think of and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in moolah. By the way, you can join the audience and play along by going to jackbox.tv and entering the room code. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. That means it's time to seek our fortune at the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you could win some sizable bonus bucks. Oh, and don't forget, if you think the odds are stacked against your own answer, you can still get some cash by predicting the correct winner. The predictions are in. Let's dive into our first bracket. Oh, it's a doozy. Use your device to vote on which you think deserves to win. But don't forget, if you change your mind, you can change your vote. Just running out the clock now. I'm totally freaked out. No one could have predicted this one. Moving on to our next matchup. Get out of the way! A cash prize if you predicted this would happen. Why don't we see what's going on the other side of the bracket? There is no love lost between these two. An upset in the making. No contest! And now our last two contenders face off! You will not be denied. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. You've got a new matchup waiting for you on your device. Predict the one you think is going to win. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. Potential winner starts to emerge. Decisive victory. We're just one match away from our finals. weird that this is my job. A real tug of war. This might be a photo finish. These two heavyweights went back and forth, but there can only be one victor. And now the definitive matchup. What is the freakiest thing to find under your bed? We have our first winner. Let's see those scores. It's time for the blind bracket. All you'll be given is the category. Name any celebrity. Go ahead and write the first thing that comes to mind. We'll see the real bracket title after you answer. Let's see what this bracket is really about. The celebrity it would be most exciting to see on the next season of Dancing with the Stars. Time to get in those predictions. The predictions are in. Up first, palpable lack of voting going on. The clock is running out on voting time. Some heads were spinning on that one. Our next matchup. This matchup was bound to happen. Regular juggernaut. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. Voters are being loud and clear on this one. This one seems like it's over before it's done. That wasn't even close. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. That was ugly. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2. Big win, Daddy likes. This could be the answer to beat, but let's check out the competition. 2 Titans squaring off. Ran away with that one. And now the final face-off. Which celebrity would it be most exciting to see on Dancing with the Stars? Out of the gate with a big lead. We have a winner. Let's check out that scoreboard. And now, for the bracket you've all been waiting for, the Triple Blind Bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Here's your starting category. Name any store or recognizable restaurant. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? Time's running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Best place to meet your romantic soulmate. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. The predictions are in. Let's start with a bang. These answers faced off last year, but will the results be the same? The struggle is real. It's anyone's game. Yabba dabba poop poop-a-goo! Next up, this is one for the ages. Kewpie Pie Potato Sticks! Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference. An early favorite emerges. That kind of domination is illegal in some states. two contenders face off. I am on the edge of my seat. Just running out the clock. Like falling off a log. Looks like this one was obvious. We're changing that bracket title again. Best place to go when drunk. Get those predictions in now. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2. This is why we do this, folks. They're on fire! The finals are just a win away from these next 2 answers. Only one can come out on top. It's really going back and forth. This one's looking over. That victory will not require a recount, but I'm not allowed to talk about politics. A surprise win for some of our predictors. One more change. If offered $1 million, best name to give your child. I hope your answers still make sense. And now the definitive matchup. The lead keeps changing hands. Get those last second votes in now. That's a winner. Let's see who won it all. Is bracketeering. I'm sending the topic of our first bracket to your devices now. Best place to haunt after you become a ghost. Enter your answers now. running out. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. The predictions are in. It's time to dive into our first bracket. No one thought it would be this close. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Dominating win. There's cash if you predicted this one. Next up. Folks, I've been waiting for this matchup my entire career. The struggle is real. We're in the home stretch. A dramatic swing in the votes. Let's see what's happening over on the other side of the bracket. A slight lead taking shape. A real tug of war. It's a nail-biter. That could have gone either way. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. Just running out the clock now. No contest. An easy bet that pays off. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. This is a big one. It's really going back and forth. That gave me goosebumps. One more match to determine our finals. Oh, it doesn't get more contentious than this. The lead keeps changing hands. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Clear winner there. This final matchup will determine what is the best place to haunt after you become a terrifying ghost. Votes are incoming. And set in the making. An epic showdown. We have our first winner. That was one hell of a bracket. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's time for the blind bracket. We start with just the category. Describe any emoji. Enter your answers now. Time's running out. Let's see what this bracket is really about. Emoji that most deserves its own spin-off movie. Time to get in those predictions. The predictions are in. Time to get it on. This one's looking over. That win was so big you could hear it the next state over. Our next matchup. I can't believe I'm seeing this. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Oh, that win was so big you could hear it in the next state over. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. I am on the edge of my seat. This one could be decided by a single vote. My socks match my underwear. And now our last two contenders face off. The lead keeps changing hands. Just running out the clock now. That battle gave me whiplash. No surprises on the prediction front. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. I'm seeing some early traction here. left it all out on the field. Our winner moves on to the final, but let's find out what they'll face off against. Two answers battle-tested with tough first-round matchups. No one thought it would be this close. This one's going down to the wire. Back and forth they went. And now we finally decide which emoji most definitely deserves its own spin-off movie! It's really going back and forth. Split right down the middle. Tap on your device as fast as you can to cheer for your answer. Put that one in the win column. Let's take another peek at the scoreboard. And now the bracket you've heard so much about, the Triple Blind Bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Let's start with a category. Name any candy. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? Time's running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Best candy to mix into a tub of movie popcorn. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. The predictions are in. Let's see our first matchup. The scales are beginning to tip. Quackity, quackity, duck, duck, quack. Next up. Former teammates, will these two answers be able to stay focused on the matchup? A real tug of war. Will we see a final push? I did not see that coming. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference. These answers exchanged some harsh words at the press conference. An upset in the making. Who'll come out on top? That went back and forth more than Luke and Lorelai. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. The struggle is real. Will we see a final push? A seesaw battle if I ever saw one. Let's switch up this bracket. Coolest clown name. Get those predictions in now. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2. Nothing has come easy so far for either of these answers. This one's looking over. It's always Christmas somewhere. One more match to determine our finals. A clear favorite. This one could be decided by a single vote. I'm not sure my parents love me, but what a win! And it all comes down to this. Best candy to grind into a powder and snort. I hope your answers still make sense. And now the final face-off. Overwhelming support already. We have a winner! But who walked away with the top score?